Is it straight? Because, like, I literally can't tell if the camera is straight or if it's crooked. I think it might need to be, like, slightly, like. Also, how do I prevent the shaking camera? Because it's literally fucking shaking anytime I move. Like, literally, it's wobbling right now as I'm like, okay, let me try to make this straight. Okay. We put that on it. Will it prevent it from wobbling? You know, the wobble might just happen because I'm using just a random tripod. I said, Mom, do we have a tripod? Because I'm trying to record a podcast and I need something to film on. And she said, Yeah, I have a tripod. And I was like, Okay, great. Boom. Podcast. Bought these like $10 microphones off of Amazon. Like, literally, like, I ordered them and they came in 3 days and they're basic, but they get the job done. I can sit here and talk to you guys and it won't be like so far away and I don't have to be yelling. There are two boys, teenage boys my age, walking right behind me right now at this park. I think I've come to the realization that this park is my go to spot because it's literally like 3 minutes from my house and I can get here in like 5 seconds. And it's I don't know, it's just really easy. There's two different parking lots. There's one down there and there's one up here and I can just, pick whatever one and it doesn't have to be like complicated. I'm also enjoying recording in my car because I feel like I have my own space, my little bubble. Like it's like like my own thing. Like if I'm in my room and my parents are home, like they can hear me and then I have to be like worried about I don't even know, but, like, it's nice that, like, I can be in my car and I can just go anywhere, and, like, right now I park directly in the sun so that I could feel the warmth and get the energy from the sun while I sit here and talk. And it's a beautiful day outside. If it wasn't so fucking windy, I literally cannot wait for it to hit 60 degrees. As soon as it hits 60, I'm going to the beach. My uncle lives at the beach, so I can, like, stay with him for a while, and, we he lives like at the beach. Like it's his house, okay? Then it's a road that's a nature preserve and then it's the beach. Like it's literally like a 3-minute drive and there's never anyone there cuz it's like a low-key part of the beach. And then he also lives like a little bit from Rehoboth. So I can go to like the boardwalk and stuff and maybe to Ocean City if I want, but I literally cannot wait. Like I would wake up and I would go to the gym in their little neighborhood or like go for a run on the beach or a walk, then I would go and I would lay on the beach for hours. Go home, pack lunch, take a shower. Then I would go lay on the beach for hours and I would just tan and go in the ocean and read my book and smoke and I would oh my god, I can't wait. But as soon as it gets nice enough where the UV is like 6, maybe 7, I'm definitely going down there. Um but I also can't wait for it to just be nice out in general so I can like drive with my windows down and like I can go outside and record podcasts cuz this summer I'm going to make it all about exploring and like I don't know, going to places that I've never been around here in nature because I'm leaving soon. I'm going to go to the island in August. So basically, life is going to get really good real quick. So it's just going to be like the weather's going to get nice. I'm going to peak. And I feel like I'm already peaking right now. Like I know that sounds crazy to say, but I feel like I'm on my come up, like my glow up. Like and I don't even mean that in just a physical way. I mean like I feel so good inside that it's like showing on the outside, if that makes sense. Like I've been taking care of myself. I've been putting in the work for years now and like I've slowly like became myself and I feel like I'm peaking at that level. You know what I mean? Where like I've like am the most best like physically and mentally, if that makes sense. And that's really exciting. So then it's gonna be summer and it's gonna be warm weather, which just automatically means I'm happy. I have a pool, automatically means I'm happy. Oh my god, I literally can't wait. I'm gonna be outside so much. And I I would say that I would be really tan and get my freckles back, but I went to the tanning bed all winter and I already look like summer, like I'm already all tan and have my freckles and stuff. But so then it's gonna be summer. I'm gonna be back and forth from the beach all summer and I'm probably gonna try to travel a lot. Like honestly, I want to try to make the best about being in the States right now. So, like, low key, if I get enough money, I want to, like, go somewhere fun. I don't even know. I just, like, honestly, I really wish I could just get a van and just travel, but then, like, that would mess up my whole college thing that I have going for me. And that will also be good for me. So I just need to be patient, like, one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Like, I can do that in the future. But right now, I already have something, like, going for me, I guess. Um, oh, the guy's looking at me. It's a teenage boy, too, and he's kind of hot. Is he walking his dog? Oh, yeah, he is walking his dog. Whatever, not my problem. Pretty blonde bitch sitting here recording herself in her car. Not my problem. Oh my goodness gracious, he's literally looking over here. Should I wave? I don't know, but I don't really like men right now. They're like really icky for me. Like, just the fact that like they're like so masculine and like the masculine thoughts that they have and knowing that they have them and just like the fact that I can never find a feminine enough boy just makes me think that I should just date a girl because why am I looking for such feminine energy in a man when I could just have a woman? You know, like I like them too. But like I just like the masculine like I just can't with it anymore. It's like gross. Like it literally like my body like repulses them. Like when I was dating this kid a couple months ago, I literally had acne and like I barely ever get acne. Oh my god, now I'm gonna get it. But like I just like I don't even know like just his masculine energy fucked with my feminine energy and made me feel less about myself and like think differently than I normally would, if that makes sense. Like the way that he would react to situations and the way that he was affected the way that I was. Like I was starting to act differently than I would normally act on my own, and I don't like that feeling of being dependent on somebody. I'm a very independent person, aka that's why it's gone now. Like, you know, I got myself out of that as soon as I realized that him and I were not meant for each other and like I need to get myself out of that. I got myself out. But anyways, nothing against him though. He's pretty cool. And he always honestly did a lot for me, but like I just the fact of having like a guy in your life like that constantly every single day and having an impact on like almost everything is too much for me. I literally want to be like I don't like male attention, but that's not true. It's just I don't like I don't like the way that males are. Like I just want a feminine guy. Like I want a pretty feminine guy with feminine energy that is compassionate. But anyways, that's that like but like see the thing is I'm not going to do that. I just find a girl because honestly it's a lot more comfortable and open anyways and I just can't with men right now. I don't know like what stage I've gone through stages in my life where I felt like this and I don't I yeah, I don't know. I just can't like I can't even like give them the time of the day to fucking respond. Like I just so glad that all my TikTok is all girls because then it's all comfortable. Like I have a safe space. Like maybe that's what I want. That I just want something safe, and I just maybe because of my past experience with men, I don't feel safe with them anymore, and I don't like that. Like I don't like that. I just I don't like. Period. Oh, I want to. Oh my god, this person is standing right behind me. I was so confused. And the person was literally right there. Anyways, I wanted to talk about oh my god, that guy was right there. I looked right in that camera. I wanted to talk about this realization that I had like a couple mornings ago. I like to wake up and write in my journal immediately, and I had a dream about something that kind of triggered this, and I don't really want to talk about it because honestly, it's not for the internet. This is for me, you know what I mean? But I do want to talk about the realization. Not not the dream slash problem slash you know personal stuff but the realization that I had was that it's not that I don't like being around people or it's that I always want to be alone or at home or by myself. It's that I don't think I was ever really around the right people that I wouldn't feel drained when I left. Like, I almost would choose not to hang out with people and to be in my own peace and alone because I know that I couldn't get interrupted. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't get disturbed. Like, if I was alone with myself and I was in a good mood and I was feeling energized and motivated and like in my own vibe, then that couldn't be disturbed if I didn't let somebody else come into that or go into somebody else's energy, if that makes sense. So I would constantly just choose, like make the conscious decision to be by myself and do things by myself, like the gym or errands or just things that I could possibly do with somebody else, like hanging out. I would rather just do alone, but I think it's that I wasn't doing them with the right people. Like the people that I was choosing to be around almost made me feel more drained. Like I would leave feeling drained and I would go into it with the anxiety of like that this is going to drain me, like I'm going to hate this cuz it's just going to feel like so much energy, so much work. And like I would feel like that after, like I would feel exhausted and defeated, like that was I don't even know, like I would have rather just not hung out with anybody at all, if that makes sense. And I just wasn't around the right people. I was just around people who almost have that like absorbing energy. Like maybe they're a little self-obsessed or self-conscious and they just like absorb all of your energy and take a lot of it attention and like I don't know how to explain it really. It really is just like a feeling thing and if you have hung out with people like this and I'm not saying that that makes them a bad person or a bad friend, it's just that their energy can be a lot. And I think that I was like in the beginning of high school, I constantly did this. I constantly hung out with people who weren't good for me and would make me feel this way. And then obviously I got rid of those main people, right? And I would constantly be by myself. I started doing online school, which honestly was the best thing for me. I 100% wholeheartedly believe that because I needed to be alone with my thoughts. I needed to dive inward and I needed to delete all that negative energy in my life. Like, that school is a fucking bubble of like rude people, like, and not even rude people, just people with negative intentions and they're not doing things for the right reasons. Like nobody's pure there, you know what I mean? And it became too much, like to the point where it didn't feel safe to me. It didn't feel like I belonged there because I felt like my energy deserved something more than that. So I kind of removed myself from that situation and allowed myself to focus on other aspects of my life that would feel good for me, like starting to go to the gym and the yoga and like taking care of myself. I want to make sure that it's recording. I always have this paranoid fear that it's not recording. Oh, but it is recording. Okay, good. But I my iPad is playing downloaded songs. It's playing "Picture This" by Marvin Dark. Anyways, but so I kind of removed myself from that situation, and that would have been 2 years now. Now I'm a senior, and I stopped going to school my junior year. So sophomore spring semester was the last time that I was in school all day long, and then I had all summer, and then I just stopped going to school and I started doing online school. And um so that was what, like 2 years ago now. Like I think I was 16 when I stopped going to school and I'm 17 now and I'm about to be 18 in April. So that has been a long time since I have removed myself from the situation. So every day since I have really made the conscious decision to who I hang out with because I would have to make a constant effort to be around other people's energies, if like I wanted to hang out with people. And I was always very picky choosy, but I would still hang out with some people. But then it came to a point recently where in general, I just liked being alone. Even the people that I enjoyed hanging out with before, I felt like I wanted to just be alone instead. Like I would just rather not waste my energy or be around. I don't even know how that if if that makes sense. But I would just rather not. So I would just always choose to be alone and be in my own routine. And I think that it was the fact that I didn't want to mess up my routine too. that I liked my routine of either waking up and going to the gym immediately or waking up and going to work and then the gym and then going to hot yoga and like cleaning my room and kind of being in my own space, my own everything. And that might sound like slightly self-obsessed, but it wasn't coming from like a fact of like I don't care to be around you. Like I don't care about you. I don't want to be around you. And like I only care about myself, but it was more just like I need to protect myself in this situation. Protect my peace in this situation. And then I started hanging out with a friend recently. And we started hanging out like a lot. And I started realizing that I was nervous when I first started hanging out with her that I was gonna feel like that drained feeling, the like, oh, I would have rather just been alone. I would have rather just went home and did my own thing. Would have rather just went to the gym or, you know, I don't even know. I would have rather not wasted my energy on this. I was nervous hanging out with a new person that I was gonna feel like this, especially because new friendships require more attention because you're still getting to know each other and like, you're diversing in conversation more and it isn't necessarily of just let's sit in quiet. But that's cool too. Don't get me wrong. I love sitting and just watching TikToks alongside each other. But I was nervous and then I like started realizing the more that we hung out that like I didn't feel like this. I wasn't leaving feeling like tired, like almost tired and completely drained. Like I literally wasted all my social energy and now I just need to go to sleep. I would literally leave with so much energy, like so excited and just like happy. And I think it's because I wasn't like ever really around the right people, like the people that take care and how they like present themselves and their energy and like, and just like are compassionate, respectful people. I don't even know how to explain it. Maybe mature is the word, but like that they're mindful of their pure intentions. Does that make sense? That somebody is very mindful to the way that they know how to like I don't know. I don't even know how to how like what I'm trying to say. But I've come to the realization that it's not that I don't like being by myself. It's just I was hanging out with people that would make me feel drained all the time. And I don't even mean all the time. I would hang out with people like twice a month and be by myself the rest of the time. And I don't even care. If that's what feels good, and like, if that's what feels good for you, okay, fine, do it. Like, I don't understand how people are like, you're selfish and like self obsessed, but like, I would rather protect my energy and like, you know, show up for myself and do things for myself than just like waste my good energy on people that don't deserve it. Like, if it works for you, I like being alone and I still like being alone, but I'm starting to realize I like hanging out with people too. And I like going out and doing fun things and having somebody to talk to and someone who understands and like you can communicate maturely with and just be able to have these conversations. Like, literally, how I feel like I talk with you is a friendship, if that makes sense. And I love creating friendships like this friendship with other people. And this doesn't feel draining, you know? Like it feels refreshing and energized. And I just come to the realization that I just needed to be around people that brought good energy to the table and felt refreshing to me. Yeah, I wrote about this in my journal when I woke up and I literally like was like, "Wow. Oh my god. Like, dude, that's fucking crazy. I was never the problem. It was not that there was something wrong with me where I just needed to be alone all the time. It was just, I wasn't hanging out with the right people. I was picking and choosing the wrong people. Or just not making new friends at all because I was scared of being around people, being around new people. I would just, I just had my one best friend, Olivia, and then that was just, it. And we would just hang out occasionally, or we would go through phases where we would hang out all the time. And like that felt draining sometimes. And like, I don't know, like I would never just make new friends and choose to hang out with them because I would just rather be alone. I wouldn't want to waste that extra effort or energy to like go out and do something and like it'd be this whole thing. But like and maybe that's my new like love for life is that like everything like life is about experiencing and I want to experience new things and I don't always want to be alone and I want to create new friendships and meet new people and I don't know, just diverse myself in more than just one thing, get the wholehearted experience of life. I am really excited for what life has to come, to be honest, and I hope it does me great because I love life. I did write like a slight like outline for what I was going to talk about today, but more or less I wanted to just talk about what finding peace looks like and how important that is and I don't know, just how we can like I don't know, let go of what we don't know and what is like uncontrollable because I think we tend to stress and like almost criticize or like cause our own harm to ourselves by stressing out about like the past or the future or just things when we need to just be present in the moment and sit with ourselves. Like, it's our fucking first time living. There's no reason for you to, like, I don't know, hate on yourself. Like, don't be your biggest hater. I, I don't know. But I guess we'll pull out my journal because I wrote a few things down. Let's see what we got in here. I do want to hit my cart. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I got a strawberry chai from work today, and I just love my job so much, to be honest. Like, everybody there is my friends, and I love going there. I literally went there on my day off. This is so good. Oh my god, strawberry chai. Let me put you on if you haven't seen it on my TikTok already. Muy bueno. Okay, let me find where this is in my journal. Okay, I wrote about finding peace and like being grounded. The like topic, I guess, caption. And then I just wrote like peace and then I wrote like what comes to mind when I think of the definition of peace and like what it means to me, I guess. I said like being content with life, like being okay with how life is right now and knowing that there are ups and downs to life and that it is all a roller coaster and it will not always be stagnant and being content with the fact that life is ever changing and just being okay with how it is now even though it might not be perfect and it might not always be perfect or might whoa it will never be perfect probably it almost always will be imperfect um, or just being content with your feelings and being present in the moment, just being okay with how you're feeling, what is going on, where you are, and basically how everything is. Just being okay with that. And I think the main thing you need to do is just remind yourself that it is going to be okay. So don't cause your nervous system to freak out or like allow yourself to be okay with how everything is because you can't change it. You can't just magically change everything. Like it will be okay whether it is hard now or it is not hard now and it's going to be hard in the future. Things are constantly in constant motion and everything is ever changing always. And it will be okay no matter what. At the end of the day, things will work out and putting like trust in the universe and just saying like, okay, this might hurt or this might suck now, but it will be okay. It's okay now. It's okay to feel this way. Um yeah, there's a girl right there. What the fuck? Okay. Um I also wrote like creating balance, like just finding things in life that works for you and creating a healthy balance between all of them. Because I think sometimes we tend to like lean into things more than others and just kind of burn ourselves out. For an example, like I work a lot. I work like 7 days a week and that takes up a lot of my time. And and like that can feel like a lot, and like, but if you're just like going to work and that's just it every day, you need to find balance between other things. Like find other good things that work for you, and yeah, just just figuring out what's your balance for life. How can you make this the most enjoyable for you? Um, this is like a trial and error. Yeah, trial and error is literally like your best tool ever. Figuring out what doesn't work for you and then trying something else and figuring out what does work for you and just like, testing everything out and just, like feeling, like listening to your body, like, or your gut or your soul when you do something and it's saying, no, don't do this. This doesn't feel good. Like, this isn't what you are. This isn't what's meant for you. And then something like screaming to you and saying, yes, yes, this is for me. Like, this is you know, like what feeds your soul. Starve the ego, feed the soul. I'm gonna get that tattoo on April 17th. I think I'm gonna get it on my back at the top, like over here of one part and then over here and then my spine tattooed. Yeah. I also wrote finding comfort in the unknown slash uncomfortable. This is really hard, honestly, and I this is a constant effort that needs to be made to realize that the future is scary, but that can also be exciting. And find comfort in the fact that you don't know what's going to happen and anything can happen and you can kind of form and shape your life in any type of way because ultimately you are in control. You and the universe are working team powered up to make this shit happen. So, like you like make it happen, you know? Um just sorry, I got sidetracked because there was a car coming and I got scared. But like being comfortable with the fact that things make you uncomfortable and then that's just a part of life and that's just your body having a natural reaction to what's going on. Your body's sending you signals. And being okay, like for an example, hot yoga. It's 110 degrees for 130 minutes. And you're putting your body in these poses that are difficult and you're holding them for long periods of time and they might stretch and move your body in different ways that you're not used to. And being alone with your thoughts in this fucking hot room is hard. It's so uncomfortable, you're sweating so much. It's a lot of high intensity thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensory. Your sensorily is at overload and you're so uncomfortable, but finding comfort in the fact that you are only uncomfortable for that time period and that doing that, putting yourself in an uncomfortable position allows you to grow and it allows you to find comfort in the things that are uncomfortable because that means that you are okay with it. And if you are okay with this uncomfortable thing, that allows you to be okay with other uncomfortable things in your life. I think this also can apply to like sad emotions, like just being okay and comfortable with the fact that you are feeling things right now and that is okay. You're just having a reaction to stimulants in life. Things like you're just having a raw reaction to what's going on, and that is okay. You should be allowed, you are allowed to feel all of your emotions and allow them to flow through you. Flow in and out of you. Because what happens is if you suppress your emotions and you don't and you push them down and you don't want to feel them in the moment, let's say like something arises. For an example, you and your boyfriend break up and like you're like, oh, I don't want to, like I don't, like I'm so sad, like I don't want to cry anymore, I don't want to, like I don't know, and then you just go out and you go out for days and days and days, like it's gonna come back and bite you in your ass. Like you're gonna start to like resent that feeling and then it's gonna flood you all at once, and like that is so overwhelming, the feeling of like realizing what is going on and that you've been avoiding your emotions and then feeling them all at once and then just being upset with yourself for like doing that to yourself. Like that's a lot and that's not peaceful. And what is peaceful is to you know feel things as they're happening and be okay with what you're experiencing. Whatever you're experiencing is just a part of your life, and like I don't even know how to explain it, but we're constantly on this like wavelength, and how you feel right now will change. Like it like I can't even fucking express what I'm trying to say. It's so hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk about these things because it's not necessarily words. It's almost like a feeling. Like or it's like the universe and I have this communication and I like can't even speak it to you. I don't think that really makes sense, but whatever. Um, I said letting go of what you can't control and what isn't. If um if something isn't meant for you, it's going to leave your life. And I know that that can hurt and that might be uncomfortable, but honestly, it is what is meant for you and it's happening for a reason and that's out of your control. The fact that there are situations that make you uncomfortable or painful is out of your control. That's happening for a reason. It's there to teach you a lesson. If if things go a certain way, it was supposed to go that way so that you could get where you need to be. Does that make sense? And I guess this applies a lot to people. I feel like just being um like people leaving your life or you leaving people's life and it's like that's what's meant to happen. You guys are obviously not meant to build a life together or now is not the right moment for you guys. You guys need time alone. That's what's meant for to happen. The universe isn't just gonna, I don't know, do hurtful things to you for no reason. They are meant to make you stronger and allow you to grow and accept that I I don't know. I don't know, but it sucks being out of control and I have always wanted to be in control with everything all the time. I just I want I want everything how I want it. You know what I mean? And that's hard for I don't know. If your life isn't a way, that's because it's not meant to be that way. And you need to let go of the fact that you constantly are trying to get or be or have something that you can't have that isn't meant for you. I feel like I always try to think ahead in life and I'm just like I want this now. I want to be there now. I want to have a life now. I want to have a lot of money. I don't know. I want all these things now, but you need to let go of the fact that you can't control how time goes. You can't control the things that happen or other people's thoughts or feelings or you can't control literally you can't control how fast your future develops. You just have to be patient and be okay with everything in the moment and let go of trying. All I can say is let go of what isn't. What isn't yours. If it's not yours, it's not yours. And you need to be okay with how you are and who you are and what is yours. I don't even know what I mean by what is yours. I just mean what is. You need to be okay with what is. You need to find peace with the fact that this is what is. All of this. The grass, the sky, the trees, me and my Volkswagen little car, me and my journal. This is what it is right now. This is this is life. I am completely present in the moment. I am here. I am talking to you about finding peace. I am talking pretty much from my brain, from my past experience. I I don't even know. I'm just here and I'm okay with all of this. I'm okay with this is peaceful in here. And look around you and find peace in where you are and what is in the moment. What are your thoughts? They're okay. You're okay. You're okay and you have those thoughts, aka they're okay. You are able to withstand, I don't even know, pretty much anything. You, I don't know. Don't destroy yourself in your own brain because that is the safest place that you can be with your own thoughts and you might as well make it safe. You know what I mean? Allow yourself patience and time and give yourself the peace to just breathe and stop going to war with your mind. And I know it's not that easy, but make a mindful effort. Hey, don't speak to yourself that way. And make mindful I don't know. I try to be as much mindful as I can. I think that plays a lot in the role of peace in my life and how I kind of, I don't know. So I sometimes I think about things that I don't know or like give me anxiety, like moving to the island, and like my nervous system will be like I don't know, but like my mind is quiet. Does that make sense? Like I'll be like, I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to live life there. Like I can feel my heart racing thinking about it, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm okay with that. Does that make sense? Anyways, also I wrote embracing what fuels your soul. Just kind of leaning into those natural things in life that kind of make you feel good. Sitting here talking to you guys, this makes me feel good. And even though I don't have a fuck ton of followers and nobody really cares, like, I'm doing my own thing and this feels good for me. I I'm sitting in the sun right now. This is fueling my soul. Being in the sun, like and also like people that you're around. Be around, like lean into the people that feel so good for you, that provide you good energy, that are there for you, and that allow you patience and comfort and provide a safe space. Um, I can't tell you what fuels your soul, but just know it's your most authentic version of yourself is your soul, and whatever little act that you're putting on for everybody else is your ego. Your and that it's so subconscious. We can talk about that another time. The ego and the soul, but the ego is a subconscious layer that you put on for others. Um, and maybe even for yourself because you think that you want to be this way and you're not okay and you can't find peace with who you are. But once you dive really deep into yourself and figure out who you are to your core, it's so peaceful. Like I am me. Like I found myself. I am me. I want to make sure that it's still recording. Okay, it is recording. Good job. I want to take a picture for my. I just realized I have my sunglasses on the whole time. I hope that's not weird. That you can't like really see my face, you know what I mean? And that you just like or you can't see my eyes, like you just see my sunglasses and my like body, I guess. Does that make it better? It's too bright for me though. I really like my sunglasses. They also put like a layer on life that makes it look better. You know what I mean? Like that like 70s looking layer. Um Yeah, I wrote some like other notes about like pretty much everything. I kind of broke down everything that I talked about at the beginning, like what I just talked about, like all my um thoughts and feelings that come up when I talk about peace. I kind of broke it down a little bit. I bet that I pretty much already explained everything that I wrote down because I just yapped in between explaining each tiny bullet, you know? Like I already probably told you my thoughts. So we'll see what it says on here and we'll see if I already said it already. You don't know what this guy is doing, but he's walking right there. Anyways, I wrote letting go of what isn't and what you can't control. I wrote accept that not everything is up to you or your fault or in your control. Okay, that part is also true. The fact that things aren't your fault, you are not responsible for other people. For other actions, it is not your fault for other people the way that other people act, and you don't need to hold that guilt and responsibility and like hold that inside of you. Other people might make mistakes and it might reflect on you, but it's not your fault. That is not who you are. That is who they are. That is their actions and the way that they have done like life. You know what I mean? Like that's not up to you. There are things in life that are constantly out of your decision and being okay with the fact that you can't control everything and that other people or other things and things that just happen for you. Guy's walking right there. Anyways, but like that is so real. We live in a controlling society where we're constantly taught so many norms and so many rules about life and stuff. And not all of that is fucking up to us. We are literally told and taught pretty much everything. And like it's not all up to us. Unfortunately we can't pick and choose everything that happens in our life and how other people act and what they do. So don't hold that in your heart. let go of the fact that everybody is making their own decisions and their own actions, and that's not your fault, and focus on what you can control. Focus on what energy you put out, what actions you put out. Make sure that you are treating people with kindness, respect, compassion, empathy. I'm pretty sure I'm an empath. I definitely am. I'm not even gonna say I'm pretty sure I am. But, empathy is such, like, in love is such a healing, like, energy to put out, like, to just understand others and allow people patience so that you can give that to yourself, and forgiveness, so important. Um, what else did I write? I said, how can you look at it from a better perspective? And I do this a lot. I think that's what allows me to, like, I don't know, be happy, is the fact that it's not that I don't have negative thoughts, and it's not that I don't have hateful thoughts for myself as a person, or, like, things like that, or make bad decisions, or, be my own hater, you know? It's not that I don't do that, it's that I try to correct it when I notice it. When I know that it's going on, I try to look at it from a different perspective, just how I was talking about how I was looking at it from that it's not that I need to be alone all the time, it's that I need to be around the right people, you know? You just kind of have to shift your perspective and look at it from a better way. Maybe think about it like, "Hey, this is even though this sucks and that I don't know, this is disrupting my peace, this is making me uncomfortable and upset, it's what's meant to happen, and it's okay for me to feel this way, and I can move past this, and that I'm strong enough, and this does not destroy me. It doesn't. Nothing will ever destroy you. You are not a piece that can be broken. You you have all the power and time in the world to become who you are." And yeah. How can you look at it differently? How can you say, "Hey, this isn't my fault. This isn't a reflection of who I am. I am better than this. Just because this person treated me this way doesn't mean I deserve to be treated that way, or that what they say about me is true." Because I think we tend to internalize a lot of what people say about us, but the way that they think is a reflection of who they are, just how the way that you think is a reflection of who you are. So if you can shift, a little bit and notice when it's happening and say, "Hey, let me give myself the benefit of the doubt," and then kind of put that energy back out into the world, you will attract people with that same energy, if that makes sense. Like, anyways, what else did I wrote? Oh, I wrote practice forgiveness and less judgment. That's low key what I was just talking about it. Um, how can you not be so hard on yourself, and then, not be so hard on others. Like, forgive yourself so that you can forgive others. And, if you stop judging yourself for the way that you act and the way that you think and the mistakes that you make, you're not going to look at other people's flaws, mistakes, etc. in, like, a bad light, if that makes sense. Because if you're trying to look at everything in a manner of a good light, then you're not going to be putting out, like, I don't even know what I'm fucking trying to say. Jesus Christ. I also wrote, understand that others are living. We are all living our first life. We are growing and making mistakes and on this constant wave. So just like like I don't know. People don't always act how they should. It's not your fault. They I don't know. I like knowing that this is like I believe in reincarnation, and I believe that I have this knowledge because I live in another life, but I um I like knowing that this is my first life being conscious of this, because I can kind of make it however I want. You know what I mean? Like, I can put my energy into whatever pleases me and whatever I like, and kind of develop my life in whatever manner that I'd like. Like, I just have to put into the work, just have to make it happen for myself and show up for myself and do what needs to be done to make it happen, but I can make it however I'd like. I really like that. And just knowing that others are doing that same thing, and, maybe be better than them. If they're on a bad life path, okay, fine. Let them be on their bad life path. Be on a good life path. Okay. What else did I write? Oh, I wrote, oh, I said, understand that others are living their own life and that their actions aren't always a personal vendetta. I used to think this all the time. I would be like, when somebody would do, like, say something rude or be bitchy or have an attitude or maybe do me wrong, even, I would always think it's a personal vendetta. Like, they fucking meant to do that to me. They meant to make me upset. They meant to make me cry. Or, like, in a relationship, just looking for simple mistakes, being like, they did that shit on purpose. Or, like, I don't know. Other people are just living their lives just as well, and not everything is a personal vendetta against you. You might have just been hurt along the way, and they might have been oblivious and not understood, or did it anyways, or focused on themselves. Who fucking cares what they did? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not personal to you. The other people's actions aren't a reflection of who you are, they're an reflection of who they are. You know what I mean? Like, it's not your fault other people are fucking assholes. I also wrote release resentment and allow yourself to let go. Yeah, that kind of just flows into everything else, but I feel like I've held a lot of resentment for people in my life and just understanding that, like, that anger isn't gonna get me anywhere. And the sooner that I find peace with the fact that the things that they did hurt me or shifted my perspective of them, etc., and then that's just the way that it is, and I let go of that anger, and then, like, just be like, they are just that way and I can't change them, it's out of my control. And just, moving past that, letting go of that, just saying, I, like, remove energy. Okay, I said live in, oh, this is like the second section, the living in the present. I wrote practice living presently and being mindful. I kind of just talked about this, how I'm very mindful of my actions throughout the day and how they affect others and how my thoughts and emotions. I tend to overthink things that I say to people and just be like, did I word that correctly? Did I present, like, was that okay? And I'll even ask people that, be like, sorry, like, I'm like overthinking. Was that a misunderstanding? I did not mean to be like, I don't even know. But or just doing mindful activities, like going outside and reading and, like, things like that where you're able to, like, be in your mind is really good for you. Living living in the present, just focusing on what is going on right now. I'm in my car right now, and this is right now, and I'm not thinking about the fact that I have to go to dinner in an hour with my grandparents who are homophobic and racist. Like, that fucking sucks, but I'm here right now. This is great right now. It's you and I right now. You know what I mean? So live in where you are now, because you're never going to get that moment back. What this is right now, this exact, I'm never going to get that back. It's here right now. So why would I be living somewhere else when this is right now? I don't even know if that makes sense. I wrote, don't hyperfixate on problems that aren't now, that aren't for now slash past. Let's stress about things you can't control in the future. Yeah, this is so true. Just stressing about what you don't know all the time, or just things that happened in the past, or just, I don't know. Like, you can't change anything. Right now, stressing about the fact that you don't know what's going to happen in your future is not going to change the fact that you don't know. And stressing about the fact that you did something or made a mistake in the future, or somebody did something to you, or something embarrassing happened right now, is not going to change the fact that it happened. I think the past one is like, please don't think about your past. Please live so presently. Like, the past accumulations of your moments in life is not who you are. What you feel, how you think, who deep down you are is who you are, not everything in the past. Anyways, I also wrote engage in activities that feed your soul. Um, I've obviously said a bunch of things that I feel like is good for me and what feels good for me and, like, feeds my soul, but um, just figure out what feels good for you, and I don't know, what you want to put your energy into, and just lead into that. Like, give yourself the time of day to do something that you want to do. Go outside. If you want to go, read your book, or go outside, or walk or go on a hot girl walk, or Or even just go outside, smoke. Give yourself 15 minutes. Don't rush yourself. Go outside, smoke. Like, do things that feel like good for you. I also wrote, oh, I wrote focus on what you're doing right now. Like, don't be thinking about all the other things that you have to be doing and just think about what's going on right now. I try to practice the most at work because obviously there's a lot of tasks throughout the day that need to get done. But like when I'm making coffees, I'm like, I will try to think like, oh, I'm making this coffee right now. I'm putting the milk and the espresso. Like I'm being mindful of everything I'm doing right now, and I try not to get lost in my brain throughout my work activities, if that makes sense. I wrote do mindful activities, oh, like meditation, reading, yoga. Yoga is such a good one because you get that body stimulant, like that antsy feeling out, and you can move your body and stretch your body, but you can like be with yourself and like sit with yourself and like almost like yoga is a form of meditation for me because I like not that I try not to think, but I go to that like that blank space area where it just feels like peace, if that makes sense. Like I think when you practice meditation a lot, you kind of just find this little gray area beside your thoughts that's like peace. It just is. It's just moving your body and flowing in the moment, and there's no real thoughts. It's just energy. Maybe that sounds crazy, but okay. I also wrote, oh, I wrote simplify your life. And I don't think that's really what I meant. What I meant was like remove a negative energy or like unnecessary things or things or people that you know that aren't good for you. Like just kind of remove those things, make obvious decisions as to like eliminate pick apart things throughout your life that maybe aren't good for you or aren't like I don't know, or maybe like disrupt your peace that make you upset or uncomfortable if you're constantly putting around yourself people that feel draining. You know what I mean? um oh, this is the and then like this was the other section. I said take care of your body and like move your body and your mind. Like that is so important. When you get in tune with your body and your mind and your body connect, oh my god. I think I recently experienced this. Um, but intuitive eating, like just eating what you know that your body needs and listening to your gut and say if your body feels like it can't handle something, don't eat it. Um I didn't mean to say it like that. That I didn't like that. I don't really know how to explain intuitive eating because it's really just going with your gut because like listening to what your body needs for fuel, not what your mind needs. If that makes sense. Journaling, get all your thoughts down. Oh my god. This is so important. It literally can get so messy up here and that like disrupts your peace. If you're just trying to like be at peace with everything and you have a million things going on in your head, it's really hard to do. So just, like getting all your thoughts down and getting that all down on like out, like literally I imagine when I write like the thoughts physically throw flow out and onto the paper and just I don't know. And then you feel like you can be clearer and be okay with everything because you can see it all, if that makes sense. Like you got it all out. You let it all go. Um I also wrote give yourself the time and space. Just allowing yourself the time and being like literally every single day. Like and this might be like a minute every single like all day. You know what I mean? Like just or every few seconds giving yourself the time to be like, "Hey, like it's okay. Like we're good. We're chilling, you know?" And like the space to just feel your feelings and be as you are and be okay and just breathe. And I think being alone in your room with almost nothing and just being okay with just being there, oh my god, it's such a good feeling. Like that space to just be and just be. I don't even really know what that means, but to just I wish I had better lingo for you. But well, anyways, what time is it? It's 3:10. Okay, I should probably get back because I'm going to dinner at 4:30 and I really hope they don't say anything homophobic because last time I was at my grandparents' house my brother was like um they were asking me about dating boys. I was like, I don't feel like dating boys right now. I just don't want to date boys right now. And my brother was like, that's because she's gay. I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut up because they'll literally lecture me. But then my grandma literally like defended me for me. She was like, no, she's not. She would never be gay. Like, hey, okay. Good, I don't have to be lectured about it. Not even lectured. I would get like in trouble low key by my grandparents. I don't know. But um well, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I hope it's peaceful, and I hope this was your reminder that being mindful is important. It's important to take care of yourself and love yourself and give yourself that time and space to be. And honestly, life is fucking amazing, and when like I'm here right now. You know what? I just want to sit here for a second and be present in the sun and just be here. I really enjoy talking to you guys. It feels like a physical release for my energy. It's like writing in my journal, but I get to talk out loud. And I don't know. I appreciate it. Alrighty. I'm gonna go now, but I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I love you so much. Bye.